Howdy everybody, Johnny Piazza here, host of Dream Makers, and today we've got a really cool episode coming at you. The reason it's cool is we're actually going to be hunting a kind of typical animal. It's going to be a white-tailed deer. Everybody loves hunting white-tailed deer, but the cool thing about it is that it's going to be in Montana. We're going to be hunting flat ground. There's going to be deer all over the place like nothing I've ever seen before, and it's going to be a lot of fun. And hey, we're about to get it started. Now I gotta tell you about the Outdoor Adventure Foundation. Dream Makers is brought to you by the Outdoor Adventure Foundation. And this is an organization that provides hunts and other outdoor adventures to youths under the age of 25 with life-threatening illnesses and disabled veterans. And I gotta tell you something, the only way that organization exists and how we're able to do this show is due to you for watching this show and providing your support, and also all those that have donated. Whether it's donating their time, donating hunts, donating funds, all that comes back around and allows this wonderful, amazing organization to exist. So first of all, I gotta say thank you. And then I gotta show my gratitude by providing a great show. So this show is gonna be all about whitetail, all right? And everybody out there loves hunting whitetail, okay? First of all, over 6 million whitetail are harvested in the United States every single year. And the reason being is quite simple. First of all, they are a very plentiful game animal. They are everywhere, dang near in every single state, running all over the place. And the other really cool thing about them and what attracts people to the whitetail is how different they are. Each rack is different, each buck is recognizable. So it's really cool to go out there and see, okay, what kind of deer can I harvest this year? Could be a doe, could be a nice typical buck, could be a non-typical. Everyone is different and every single one makes for a very special hunt. And this trip, it's gonna be no different. So this next recipient we've got coming up, her name is Jessie. And Jessie's had a really hard go of it. And I'm actually gonna let Jessie tell you her story right now.
I had acute lymphoblastic leukemia. It was T-cell, which was mostly found in the bloodstream. Took 2.5 years to finish. Thought it was just the flu, literally. Because brothers had bloody noses, I had a bloody nose. We were all sick, didn't think anything of it. But then I noticed purple spots all up down my hips. Until I was like, yeah, I think I should tell Mom. And Mom knew immediately what it was, but she wanted the doctors to confirm it. Pretty much been hunting my whole life. I was mostly locked up, staying in the house or in the hospital because of how bad my cancer got. So being out in the outdoors, it's pretty fun.
So something else a little bit different about this hunt is Jessie's gonna be joined by her dad, which is very typical of our recipients. They bring their family members, mainly parents. But on this trip, she's also bringing along her brothers. The reason being is that her brothers have been there through all of Jessie's trials and tribulations, and they wanna be here when she's able to take her dream buck. All right, so with this hunt taking place in Montana, it's a little bit of a different situation. So we needed a volunteer in that area to step up and help out Jessie. And thank the good Lord for our friends Blade and Kara at Montana Bucks and Ducks, because they said, hey, this girl wants to take her first whitetail. I think we can make it happen.
I'm Blade Schuett. I'm owner of Montana Bucks and Ducks in Dillon, Montana. This is the 4th Outdoor Adventure Foundation hunt we've been on. We've taken a couple elk hunters out and a few deer hunters.
So long story short is we got a great group of people here, all right? Roy Offit of the Outdoor Adventure Foundation, he's gonna be helping out. Jacob Urbez is gonna be there filming. And there is one mission, and it's quite simple. Get Jessie a big old buck.
There's about 5 or 6 bulls in there.
Any good ones?
There's one that's laying down. But yeah, there's one, he's laying down in the middle of the herd. I wonder if we could get out there on that road, you can look at him better.
We're just gonna go get them and let them lead us around.
Oh, we can go turn around.
I don't want to screw it up.
Somebody wants to see Aunt Kara.
Yeah, I guess.
We're just chopped liver. The elk are chopped liver.
That's the way life is, isn't it?
That carrot's not chopped liver.
Nope.
These dreams are made possible by Cullen Children's Foundation, Sanford Health, the Alex Stern Family Foundation, Anderson Trucking Service, and Shields.
Hi! Oh, it's so good to see you. Did you guys go see the elk? Yeah. Were they out there? Yeah.
I'm Kara Schuett. My husband and I, we own Montana Bucks and Ducks here in Dillon, Montana. We were fortunate to take Jessie out on a hunt and get her first white-tailed deer today.
Can you shoot off that?
Yeah.
Here what you want. The idea behind this is you want to get your gun in there as tight as you can, because it won't move once you get in there.
Nice. Oh, look at you.
So here was your first one.
Oh, she shot on the white target.
First one, there's your second one. And then there's your third.
Perfect.
Okay.
This would all kill.
Yeah. That's what I was trying to tell you, is you aim right there, then by the time your bullet gets there, they'll drop right in where it needs to go.
Okay.
All right, so Montana Bucks and Ducks, they mean business, okay? They hit the road and they start chasing down these white-tailed deer. All right, so the guys come up on some deer, okay? And there's a buck laying out in the middle of this field. He looks to be a pretty nice deer. And there actually just so happens to be a ditch that leads right into range, right next to him. So what they're gonna do is they're gonna get low, stay in that ditch, take their time, and see how close they can get to identify if this is a shooter.
I wonder if we could sneak around the corner, like sneak this way, see if we can get them.
So the plan works. They get close, this buck stands up, and it's pretty easy to tell that this guy is not a shooter. He's still young. Jessie could pummel this dude if she wanted to, but they decide, hey, we've got some time, there's a lot of deer here, and as cool as this stalk was, they're gonna let this guy go and go after another one. Now apparently there's a lot of dang deer out here at Montana Bucks and Ducks, because it doesn't take long for them to find their next deer, all right? It's a pretty dang good buck. He's bedded down, and they're gonna make a plan to take him out.
Yeah, now seeing. So, and then his G2 on the left side of him curves up, so it makes like, it curves like this.
That's cool.
Do you want to look at him and see? Because what we're thinking is we throw you on the other side.
That's what I was telling Kara.
So I think if we stay close to these bales, he won't see us. What do you think? You like
I
him?
like him.
I mean,
He's white, so it looks like he has velvet on him, but he doesn't.
We could actually get behind him and just kind of slowly walk up. I bet you we could get within 100 yards of him or less.
Bless you. Bless you. Bless you.
Oh, you didn't see mine. Okay, how many yards is that? I'm gonna see.
If we go down there a little bit, there's another one, and it's more of a direct shot this way at him. Bless you.
Bless you.
So the plan is quite simple, I guess. This guy's bedded down. He's looking away from our hunters. So what they're gonna do is they're gonna creep up to a hay bale, and then they're gonna actually creep out into the middle of the field and see if they can get on this deer. Now, you may be thinking to yourself, that ain't gonna work. But I gotta love the confidence of these guys, all right? Because they're going at it 100%. They're gonna see if they can make it happen.
I need him to stand up. I don't feel comfortable shooting him laying down.
I know, but not even hold the gun, just pull the trigger. Put it right behind the shoulder.
Okay.
So this buck was standing perfectly broadside. And you may be asking, Jessie, why didn't you take the shot? She didn't take the shot because she wasn't feeling 100% confident in the moment. This is her first deer. She was super jacked up about it. And rather than taking an offhanded, rushed, uncomfortable shot, she decided to let this buck pass. And hey, kudos to you, Jessie, because a lot of hunters just would have sent that bullet, not feeling confident about it, and probably would have wounded that deer. But the fact that you wanted that deer and you let him go, good for you. That's what hunting's really all about.
That was a huge buck. I was like shaking too. Like, oh, shoot.
I'm like, if he stands up, I'm fine with it. But then as soon as he stood up, I'm like, oh shoot, oh shoot, oh shoot.
That's why I was trying to get her to take him laying down, because I knew as soon as he stood up.
She saw how big he was.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a nice one. There will be more.
She wanted to make an ethical shot and go home with her buck free and clean. And I got a feeling that it's gonna pay off for her. And if you wanna see, you've gotta stick around, because Dream Makers will be right back.
These dreams are made possible by Cullen Children's Foundation, Sanford Health, the Alex Stern Family Foundation, Anderson Trucking Service, and Shields.
All right, so Montana bucks and ducks, I said it earlier, they have a lot of deer, but I mean, they have a freaking ton of deer. Okay, I've never seen huge herds like this just out in the middle of the field. And not only are there a lot of deer, but there are a lot of nice bucks in the group. But here's the deal, is you got a lot of eyeballs, a lot of noses, and a lot of ears all pointed at you. So the biggest problem is here, yeah, there's a lot of deer, but how do you get close enough without boogering all of them to get a shot? But hey, they're pounding the pavement and they're trying to make it happen for Jessie. All right, so with all this deer activity, it doesn't take Jessie long to get on another group of bucks. The only thing is that they're a little bit outside her comfort zone. So what they're gonna do is they're just gonna wait, watch, and see what they do. So Jessie's looking at these deer, all right, and they seem pretty relaxed, and all of a sudden, one of the bucks peels to the right. He picks up another deer. Now, Jessie's gotta get on him, because if she's gonna make it happen, she's gonna have to make it happen pretty quick.
You got him, sis. Wait for him to stop.
It's tilted. I can't.
He's 163 yards.
Now this buck is moving fast. Jessie doesn't want to rush the shot, so she kind of takes her time, waits for him to stop, but he never stops at full broadside, so they just let this guy walk. But this is like straight up chaos, because just after that deer walks off, another buck shows up. He kind of senses something's up, he trots off, and Jessie's getting set up on him because he's looking at them, and there's a very good chance he's gonna bust, so they're just seeing if they can get her a shot before he takes off.
Out here on the ranch, there's not a lot of cover, so we're doing a lot of spotting and stalking. We were able to get Jessie within 230 yards of two really nice bucks.
So the big buck, he's kind of had enough. He picks up another smaller buck and they boogie. And they actually join back up with another group of bucks, pretty big group. And I'm just sitting here like, what is going on? Why are there so many deer here? But hey, it makes for really good hunting and a lot of good opportunities for Jessie so that she can be comfortable and take her time and make her shot when she feels good about it.
Out here on our ranch, the whitetails are abundant. It's not like a typical hunt where there's river bottoms to hunt and you have to strategically hunt them here. It's easy to spot them, but to find the deer you want to shoot, the stalk is always the hard part.
So this hunt didn't work out, but that's okay. The sun is going down, they're gonna try again in the morning, but Jessie has shown a lot of patience. She wants to make a good ethical shot, one she's confident about, or she's prepared to go home empty-handed. But I don't think that's gonna happen, okay? Because we got a lot more hunting left to do. But you're gonna have to stick around to see it, because Dream Makers will be right back.
These dreams are made possible by Cullen Children's Foundation, Sanford Health, the Alex Stern Family Foundation, Anderson Trucking Service, and Shields.
All right, so I'll tell you what, I almost feel like I'm beating a dead horse here just talking about this over and over again, but there are so many deer here, okay? Not only are there so many deer, there's so many bucks running around, okay? It's awesome. Love seeing that. And Jessie loves seeing it too, and she's had a lot of good opportunities, but she's been very, very responsible. If she's too worked up or she's feeling a little bit too jacked, she hasn't been pulling the trigger. But I'm telling you what, it's gonna pay off for her because these guys, they're not giving up. All right, so it really doesn't take them long to find another buck. He's in a group of deer and he's in a manageable spot. Now, they sneak up on this guy, they get behind some hay bales, but the only problem is that this guy's got a house directly behind him. And there's no way Jessie's gonna take that shot. Heck, she ain't even pointing the rifle at him in that direction. They just gotta wait and see what they do. So eventually this group stands up and they start moving. Now Jessie has a tiny little window to make this happen, but they're still kind of far out there. They're moving kind of quick, and before you know it, they're back amongst the houses. So the guys, they pull off, and they let this buck walk. Now, as much as these deer are cooperating, they're kind of not cooperating, all right? This next buck, she gets on him and he's kind of giving her his butt, all right? That's all she's got is a butt shot. She doesn't want to take that. When it's not a butt shot, he's moving. So once again, Jessie plays the ethical card and lets this deer walk. But these guys are not giving up. They are absolutely determined to get Jessie her buck. So folks, this has been an awesome trip. Seriously, even just watching the footage, it's been so cool. So many encounters, so many deer running around. These guys have been working hard for Jessie to get her buck, and Jessie has been just phenomenal. Such a good, ethical hunter that she's got a mission. She's gonna take this buck home free and clear, or she's going home empty-handed. That's it. And I'm telling you what, Kara and Blade of Montana Bucks and Ducks, they are 100% determined and committed to getting Jessie her first buck. They've got one more stalk and one more chance to make it happen.
He's up. He's right there.
Once he gets out farther, I can see him. That's what I want, is him farther out, because then I can see his full body.
Both these guys have no idea that our hunters are there. So they get Jessie set up and they want to make sure she's 100% confident in making a good shot.
Jessie, get on him right there. Take him.
Nice, Jessie!
Hold on.
Good job, Jess!
He's down.
Woo! I got him!
You got him, Jessie.
So Jessie made the perfect shot. All of her patience and all of her hard work paid off. Good for you, Jessie. You showed a lot more self-control than 99% of the hunters out there would. And we're proud of you here at Dreammakers and the Outdoor Adventure Foundation.
When she finally made the shot, it was, just seeing her face, seeing her here with her brothers and, everybody here, to me, I can't explain the feeling. I teared up with her, but after she shot and seen it go down, her immediately turning to her older brother that she's looked up all through her cancer treatments, and just turning to him and hugging him, and her crying and saying, "Bubby, I got one," means the world to me. I would just like to thank, the Outdoor Adventure Foundation for doing this for the kids, doing this for Jessie. If you see what these kids go through, as their parent, then seeing them come out here and do this, it's amazing that they do that for these guys. You know, from the foundation to the camera guys to everybody, it's not just like a one person thing, it's everybody that makes these go for these kids. So I would just like, you know, thank everybody that's involved in it, and it means a lot to us.
Yeah, I'd like to thank the Outdoor Adventure Foundation for the hunt. Pretty amazing.
Now this has been a great hunt, all right? Not just because Jessie got the buck of her dreams, but because she got to have a good time in the great outdoors. Jessie was dealt a tough hand, okay? She's been through a lot, and so has her family. But the fact that they got to come out here and do this together with good people and make a big outdoor dream come true, it doesn't get any better than that. And that, folks, is what Dream Makers and the Outdoor Adventure Foundation are all about, okay? Providing these hunts for people that need them the most and their families. And I'll tell you what, if you're out there and you want to get involved, all you've got to do is check out the information on the screen, and I guarantee you, you will definitely be happy you did. And another really easy way to donate is our Spare Change program, where all you have to do is text GIVE to OAF at 21000, and all your spare change will be donated towards our mission. The beautiful thing about this show is you can watch it, you can see where your funds are going, and know that when you donate, it's going to a good cause that is changing lives. So I want to thank all of you for watching. I want to thank Montana Bucks and Ducks for providing this hunt. I would highly recommend reaching out to them, and I guarantee it'll be a good time. So we got to thank all of you out there, and we got to tell you to tune in next time, right here on Dream Makers.